Now then, what about this? As we head towards 12:30, I wanted to bring this to air because I think this tells us an awful lot about the stature of this football club. And I know it's a club that you think very highly of. Leeds United. Leeds have announced plans to increase the capacity of its stadium to accommodate 53,000 fans, Simon.
Yeah.
Not really surprising this when you see the background to it. The ground Elland Road, and what a stadium it is, it can hold 37,600 fans. But here's the thing, it has been full to capacity for every home match played there, and every one of them for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. They have 26,000 fans on the waiting list for season tickets, and now they're going to 53,000. One wonders what this is going to look like. Leeds United in, say, a decade, where will they be and what will they be? Well,
I mean, they've got to get themselves together on the field. I mean, they spent a long time out of the Premier League, a few years back in it, and they're back out of it again. It's a brilliant football club. As I've said previously, whenever I went up there, the most intimidating environment was Elland Road. We talk about the need to deal with our game and regulate it and control what's happening to it, and we're worried about its future. You've got Birmingham City in League One packing their stadium and trying to build an entire new stadium with a complex to provide the infrastructure to a football club. And now you've got Leeds United building a 53,000 all-seater stadium inside the Championship. Of course, they're building it for the future, but it shows you the scale of that football club. It shows you the scale of opportunity. It's one of those remarkable football clubs that if someone gets it... I mean, Rad Roseni was a catalyst and a lightning rod. Wasn't the most affable of fellows, but notwithstanding that, he was an achievement-based individual that took Leeds from the doldrums of many, many years outside of the Premier League to back in the Premier League.
Right.
And made them, for one period of time, everyone's second favourite team.
Well, they could trust their owner again after Chilino, couldn't they?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's all part of the rich tapestry, isn't it? All part of the journey of Leeds United from the challenges under Alan Leighton as the chairman, on the board with Peter Risdale as the chairman, and Leeds are dropping out of the Premier League and all that goes with that. Some of it completely misrepresented in terms of how much contributing challenges that Peter Risdale brought. But you've got a football club that's come back. Ken Bates has been in there, other people have been in there, and you've now got a club that's back and needs to be back in the Premier League and is building a 53,000 all-seater stadium to be. That's the seventh biggest stadium in the country.
Right.
Well, it tells you where they are, where they should be, and eventually probably where they will be.
Yeah, that's right. The capacity of the new Elland Road would be the 7th largest of any club ground in the country. What is it about a club like Leeds? And others. You talk about Aston Villa as well. When Doug Ellis was there.
They're statuesque. I mean, they're clubs with stature. They're clubs with... I mean, their fans are always brilliant. The size and scale of their stadiums are impressive in terms of... You went to Villa, you know you were in a proper football ground. The legacy of the heritage of these football clubs, you cannot take out of your mind's eye. People say dirty Leeds, but the Don Revie period, where they were a significant football club, both in European and English football. You go the same with Villa. These are big, big football clubs.
Yeah.
You know you're in a football stadium when you go and see Aston Villa and Leeds United play. You know that you're turning up to one of the football stadiums that's representative of the good and big things of English football.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Leeds United and Aston Villa are absolutely in that bracket.
I was lucky enough to host their Player of the Year awards several years ago, which they staged at Elland Road. And I've got to say, I think they finished like mid-table. You would have thought they'd won it. The atmosphere that night was sensational. So Leeds United, off the field of play, have massive plans going from a capacity of 37,500 to 53,000 fans. And Mr. Marath, Parag Marath, the chairman of Leeds United and president of the club's owners, the 49ers, says, we recognise how important Elland Road is to the Leeds United fans and the wider community. We look forward to sharing our plans with fans and the local community for their input. All seems to be going in the right direction for Leeds, but Leeds need to go in the right direction.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.